Hello. So for this video, I'm gonna be responding to Veronica Gutierrez's post. In the video, she talks a lot about how Latinos are resilient and how they overcome conflict and adversity through many things. One of them being familismo, and how familismo really helps Latinos persevere through struggle because they always have the support of their family. And I feel like that's a very good thing to do and a very real thing that I have personally experienced. I feel like I can always just depend on my family, my mom, or my older brothers to be able to help me out when things get rough or whenever I need advice. And she also mentions in the video that she's from Mexico, but she moved to the U.S. to get her education, and how she was even allowed to change her major, figure out her career, figure out what she wants to do because of the support that she receives from her family. And I feel like that's a privilege that is usually allowed for people who are better off economically. But due to, the strongholds that families have in Latino communities, it's not that much of a privilege for someone to do that anymore. And then she also talks about how, you know, Hispanic families really make sure that they're, not necessarily children, doesn't always have to be a child, but like the younger ones, the ones who have access to an education, always persevere. And that's really one of the main strongholds of Latino culture. And I feel like that's completely true. Like mentioned earlier, I've definitely experienced that. But also in the textbook, it talks so much about how it helps Latinos, how familismo helps Latinos, avoid like alcohol abuse and drug abuse, and how statistically we're kind of healthier than any other demographic within the United States. So yeah, being able to persevere and help each other out is definitely such a huge positive aspect of familismo within Hispanic culture. Also, I think in the textbook they also talked about how some families definitely help each other out in uncertain economic situations. Like, I think they gave an example of how if somebody were to be kicked out or were not able to afford rent, they could always move back with their parents. Which is something that's like super accurate. And some Hispanic people never really move out with their parents until they get married. So yeah, and that's also what she talks about in her video about how familismo really does help Hispanic people prosper. Thank you.